The subject of today's Dhamma talk is Dhamma therapy for human illness. Some of the human afflictions have been reported to get cured or relieved by administering the Dhamma therapy. This talk is given with the hope of elucidating the Dhamma therapy for certain disorders. There are innumerable diseases afflicting this human world. It is said in the olden days that there are 96 major groups of diseases, according to indigenous medicine, out of which 32 are film-related diseases, 32 are bile-related diseases, and 32 are related to wind element. Nowadays, the modern scientific discoveries have added to the list the incalculable number of abominable diseases like AIDS, malignant diseases. To combat such disorders, a correspondingly varied number of both scientific and indigenous medicaments are flourishing in the market. But unfortunately, no single product has been proved to be ideally effective in any affliction. Bhikkhus, disciples, sons and daughters, there is no medicine that is effective like Dhamma medicine. So take the Dhamma therapy by diligently practicing it. Surely the Dhamma medicine is curative not only of the physical ailments, but also those disorders caused by mental defilements or kilesas. By practicing the Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness insight meditation, both the physical and mental sufferings can be eradicated. All human sufferings can be summarized as physical suffering and mental suffering. To be free from such sufferings, one should take Dhamma therapy. Just for an example, when one is doing walking meditation, one should make heedful noting as left step, right step, or lifting of the foot, or putting down of the foot, or lifting, moving forward and putting down. At the end of the walk, note standing, touching, standing, touching. When intention to turn arise, note the intending to turn and then turning, etc. In sitting meditation, one should make note of rising and falling of the abdomen, or all the phenomena occurring at the six sense doors, as seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, sensations like aches and pains, and also thoughts or wandering mind. That briefly is Dhamma therapy. During Buddha's lifetime, on some occasions he has to treat his disciples by administering the Dhamma therapy. Once the two Mahatheras, Venerable Mahakassapa and Venerable Moggallana, they fell ill, and the Lord Buddha went to their bedside and he recited the Bhujanga Sutta, the discourse on the 7 factors of enlightenment. The 7 enlightenment factors are 1. Sati Sambhojanga, that is mindfulness. 2. Dhamma Vijaya, investigation of the law. Then energy or viriya, rapture or piti, tranquility or passaddhi. Then concentration or samadhi, and equanimity or upekkha. Because these factors lead to enlightenment, therefore they are called factors of enlightenment. While heedfully listening to the Lord Buddha's recitation of this Bhujanga Sutta, The two Mahatheras contemplated on all the physical and mental phenomena, invigorating all the 7 fighters of enlightenment of Bojjhanga, thereby enabling them to convalesce from their illnesses. At another time, our Lord Buddha himself was laid up in bed with some illness, and the Venerable Chunda Thera, the younger brother of our chief disciple, Venerable Sariputta, at that time he was attendant to our Lord Buddha. He was asked to recite the Bojjhanga Sutta. Lord Buddha also completely recovered from that illness after mindfully listening and vitalizing all the 7 fighters of enlightenment or Bojjhanga. Here, 3 reasons can be given for the cure of diseases by listening to the Bojjhanga Sutta. 1. The suffering due to illnesses is the resultant effect of past unwholesome deeds, and that is replaced by the good deeds of listening to the Dhamma. The same mechanism as in re-establishing the continuous flow of the water in the suction pump supply pipe, by expelling the entrapped blocking air, by filling the pipe with some water from outside. And number 2, our Lord Buddha's Dhamma is well expounded in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. It has the noble virtue of immediate personal benefit for those who practice Dhamma. We have many instances recorded in our center who was the one person who came to meditate to be relieved from illness. He was given a life expectancy of 1 month for his disease by local physicians. But after meditation, he lived in extended years of life by practicing this Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness inside meditation. And number 3, the meditator who honestly practices the Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness inside meditation incessantly for some time usually develop all or some of the 7 fighters of enlightenment or Bojjhanga. For example, when a meditator is noting rising and falling of the abdomen in sitting meditation, whenever one's mindfulness is present and undisturbed, at such a time he is developing the fighter of enlightenment, mindfulness, or Sati Sambhojjhanga. While dwelling with mindfulness, he wisely investigates, examines, and thinks over the law, clearly perceiving the physical object of rising and falling of the abdomen, and mental fighter of noting mind. He is developing the fighter of enlightenment, investigation of the law, or Dhamma Vijaya Sambhojjhanga. Whenever one's effort is firm and unshaken, one is developing the fighter of enlightenment, energy of Viriya, Sambhojjhanga. Then supersensuous rapture, such as lightness of the body, vibration and coolness of the whole body, etc. arises. And one is developing the fighter of enlightenment, rapture, or Piti Sambhojjhanga. While enraptured in mind, his body and his mind become composed and calm. At such a time, one is developing the fighter of enlightenment, tranquility or Passaddhi Sambhojjhanga. Whenever one's mind is calm and one's body composed, one's noting mind becomes fixed. and synchronized with the object to be noted. At such a time, one is developing the fighter of enlightenment, concentration, or samadhi sambhojjhanga. Finally, regardless of good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant, whenever one contemplates with complete indifference on all the objects, one is developing the fighter of enlightenment, equanimity, or upekkha sambhojjhanga. The resultant peace and tranquility of the mind in turn enhances the recuperation of physical disorders. We have recorded relevant evidences of these cases. For example, one Japanese lady meditator whose long-suffering low back pain resulting from the car accident in the past has been completely relieved after practicing this Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness insight meditation. Another Korean bhikkhu gained total recovery from his chronic heart disease by practicing this Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness insight meditation. So, to conclude my Dhamma talk, I wish you all meditators be free from all kinds of physical and mental disorders by diligent contemplation in accordance with this Satipatthana Vipassana Bhavana or mindfulness insight meditation, and gain eternal bliss of Nibbana in the shortest possible time.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 在此，赛多总结今天佛法开示，愿全部的禅修者努力的修萨提巴塔那维巴萨那4年处内观智慧禅，会远离一切的身心失调，